Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to recap Smackdown from tonight. I thought it was a pretty enjoyable show. A lot of build-up, to the Elimination Chamber. I think in 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 weeks Elimination Chamber. So, a lot of build-up, and to make Triple H addressing the fallout from the press conference from last night. And then them announcing the Elimination Chamber to determine the challenger for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight title. So we had 3 chamber qualifying matches tonight. 1 for the women and 2 men chamber qualifying matches. So let's dive into this show. I thought it was a very enjoyable show. Just mostly with the build-up for Elimination Chamber, because they had to start the build-up with the qualifying matches. So your chamber matches, the winners for the women's will face Rhea Ripley for her title, and then the winner for the men's will face Seth Rollins. So there's that for the chamber matches. So let's get into the show. So we start off with Triple H, the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque. He low-key cut Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at the start of that segment. So we get Triple H come out here, and he basically addresses the fallout from the WrestleMania press conference. He makes Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns official. I still think there could be some swerves, could be some more twists and turns in this story, but as of now, this match will be official. But he also said during the segment, he basically just told The Rock indirectly he doesn't care where he is seated. The answers you seek will always come from him. I get the Dwayne Johnson backed creative team just got freaking cooked. And when Triple H mentioned the hard left turn, it kind of felt like a dig at the creative plans. And maybe he said this to work the fans, and maybe that's exactly what happened. But I think this is just bad booking that had to be turned into a work, and basically into a swerve. It's Cody's time to shine. But I feel like The Rock is going to pull strings on the road to WrestleMania. But TKO WWE storyline, that could be pretty interesting. But I have a feeling a good portion of that was targeted at Gerwitz as well, especially with the hard left turn line, probably in reference to what happened on Smackdown when Rock inserted himself into things. So it's looking like a Rock, Triple H now getting part of this storyline. It's going to be a great ride to WrestleMania, because it's going to be all part of the story. And they're definitely setting up Rock as a heel, because I'll mention this in the recap towards the end, or the middle of the show. And next we have Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce basically announcing the Elimination Chamber to determine Seth Rollins' challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship. So let's get right into it here. So here's your participants. This was at the start of the show. It was Randy Orton, big Bronson Reed, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, AJ Styles, The Miz, Bobby Lashley, Ivar, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Dominic Mysterio, and L.A. Knight. So then we had some 3 qualifying matches. 2 of them announced for tonight were Randy Orton and Sami Zayn, and then AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre. I honestly think Drew McIntyre should win Elimination Chamber and go on to face Seth Rollins and win the championship. But yeah, here's Drew McIntyre out, AJ Styles. We have a qualifying match between AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre, and obviously Drew McIntyre gets the win, which obviously makes the most sense. Man, they gotta put the title on Drew McIntyre at this point. He's got to take the World Heavyweight Championship. He is just a beast right now. And it's probably some of the best work Drew McIntyre's done of his career as a heel. Like, he's literally one of the best in the business right now. Like, he's got the look, the moves, the experience, the character, and he's one of the best on the mic in 2024. He's on top of his game right now. They throw everything at this man. Money, pay him, give him a title, everything. You cannot let Drew McIntyre just leave. And heel Drew's done the best work of his career. And this kind of set up still with AJ Styles, LA Knight. They've had their rivalry. LA Knight pretty much cost them the match. So Drew McIntyre wins. What does AJ Styles and LA Knight, or AJ Styles, do now? He'll probably cost LA Knight his qualifying match. Probably. We'll see. Next, we have another Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Bianca Belair versus Mei Chen, whatever the fuck you want to call her. Bianca Belair predictably wins. So Mei Chen wasn't going to beat Bianca Belair. Come on. So Bianca Belair's now in the chamber. So Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair have qualified so far for the chamber match. So Drew McIntyre was the first to qualify for the men's elimination chamber. So next we have Bayley out there basically dressing her, I guess, departure from Damage Control on Smackdown last week, where they were basically, talking behind her back all the time, and she spoke Japanese, picked that up all the times they talked behind her back. And then Dakota Kai comes out there. And she was asked her, whose side are you on? Here comes Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors. She has a steel chair. Bayley turns around. I still think Dakota Kai is probably the mastermind. She'll probably side with Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. And then Bayley, she'll probably have another friend. Who will it be? It'll probably be like maybe Naomi, possibly. But yeah, I still think it. But this is BS. It's probably be like some type of swerve. But this proves this should be the night one main event spot. Because this storytelling last 2 weeks have been excellent. I mean, really, like past few months of Damage Control, where they're basically building towards Bayley being a babyface. It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if the main event, if this is the main event of night one. I think it should be. And people are like, "Oh, it's ridiculous." It's not. It's honestly not. And Dakota Kai will probably turn on Bayley and join the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky. I think this is probably the second best story right now, behind like the Cody, Rock, and Roman thing. But we'll see what they do. I still think Dakota Kai will probably turn against Bayley and then say like Naomi joins Bayley or whatever, or somebody else. I don't know. Because ain't gonna be Sasha Banks because she's going to AEW, so I don't know who will be outside Naomi. So Paul Heyman shakes Braun Breaker's hand backstage, and then he talks to Triple H. And he says, Dwayne. Well, he said The Rock, but I'll say Dwayne. Dwayne and Roman Reigns will be there next week on Smackdown. And that's going to be interesting. What are they going to do next week? With The Rock and Roman in the same building on SmackDown. And they're going to be both from Salt Lake City, Utah. Should be a great one next week too, because this was a great show night. It should be a great one. Triple H cooking. You mean The Rock and Roman Sokoa? Roman looked like a little bitch behind The Rock. 2 part-timers that can't even make a full-timer. I mean, yeah, the story's the story's unfolding, but I mean, it doesn't change the fact they're part-timers. But obviously they weren't going to show up tonight. I wasn't expecting it. Cody wasn't there. I say they're just... I think this is a double taping, so they may appear on TV back-to-back weeks, possibly. But But it's looking like a must-see next week. Will Cody be there? I don't know. But Roman Reigns and The Rock will. Next, number one contenders tag title match, DIY versus Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. I knew Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne were going to win because DIY just had their tag title match a few weeks ago. So Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne get the win. A very good tag match. This match cooked. Two of the best tag teams right now in the company. Next, Kevin Owens and Dominic Mysterio. Backstage segment, Dominic Mysterio's like, oh, I'm going to take the world title. Me and Mommy got matching titles. And I'm going to punch whoever in the mouth, and here comes Kevin Owens is who he'll face next week in Elimination Chamber Qualifier. So, that's one match confirmed for next week is Kevin Owens and Dominic Mysterio. Elimination Chamber Qualifying match in the main event, Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn. And Randy Orton won. I was kind of expecting Sami Zayn with the way they've been building up Sami Zayn. I was kind of surprised. Where does Sami Zayn go from here, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know where Sami Zayn goes from here. I mean, he's a Raw star. He could just challenge Seth straight to his face, but I feel like he's back to a mid-carder, sadly. I feel like his peak was with the Bloodline. I don't know what they do. What do they do? He's going to get in maybe through a last chance match, maybe. But there's 12, they've got 12 people though. Like, where does the last match chance fitting in? Like, maybe Miz gets attacked and he gets injured, and say the Miz or somebody, and there'll be before the match with before the match, and Sami feels in for him, wins. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm kind of surprised Sami Zayn didn't win, honestly. But maybe more star power, but they already have a lot of star power. But I don't know. I mean, Orton deserves it, but I feel like Sami Zayn thrives as an underdog, so I think scratching clawing his way into the triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship would be really cool and what they might be planning, because I feel like that's what they're going to plan. I feel like that's what they might plan. But that visual Sami Zayn walking out of the ring, but I feel like he'll find his way. But I feel like I would have had Sami Zayn win, but I still don't mind Randy Orton winning. But I feel like Sami Zayn will still be in a triple threat. Because I felt they were going to do this underdog story with Sami Zayn, and he'll get like a last chance and he'll get in the match. Because I still think that's what they're planning to do, is a triple threat. Rollins, Drew, and Sami Zayn. But yeah, that closed the show. I'll give the show an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty enjoyable show, with obviously with Triple H kicking off, making Cody and Roman official. There'll still be probably some more twists and turns in that story, and pretty much the rest of the show was focused on the build to Elimination Chamber. Even the number one contenders tag title match to determine the contenders for the Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber. So basically the whole show was Elimination Chamber build up. So I'm looking forward to the Chamber. I'll do a review for it. I'll have to wake up early to watch the show because it's like 5 a.m. Eastern time. But I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, it's all I'll see you here until next Mac Light. Peace.